Just gotten married, took a position as a teacher in the local Jewish day school. He had been married a short while and was expecting to be blessed with many children. But lo and behold, a year went by, another year, and another year, and there weren't any children. And so his wife went to doctors, and one doctor examined her and told her she won't have any children. She was very concerned, but her husband consoled her and said, "My dear, you'll have children. We'll go to another doctor." The second doctor said the same thing. By this time, the woman was very distraught. She was young and facing the possibility of not bearing any of her own children, something she had looked forward to all of her young life. Well, the Rebbe decided to go to a third doctor. He said, "Doc, whatever is good, tell my wife. Anything bad to say, tell me. But don't tell her anything bad. I'll pay you extra." The doctor, unfortunately, did not listen, and the woman was just as distraught as before. And so, the young rabbi was locked in his thoughts and his worries that perhaps his wife would be very, very upset and wouldn't be able to continue on with her marriage if she couldn't have any children. And he was upset too. He was looking forward to having them. He was a teacher of young children and loved children. And if he wasn't going to have his own, well, that would be very hurtful. He studied with a man who was older than him. His name was Rabbi Meir. And Rabbi Meir told him, "Young man, go to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. He can help you." Well, he never thought about it. He was not a Lubavitcher. And what could the Rebbe help him with? But since he and his wife were both from Brooklyn, they decided to take a chance. They would go for a Shabbos to Brooklyn and arrange to have an audience with the Lubavitcher Rebbe on a Thursday night. They came at the appointed time, and things got out of hand. There were many, many people online. And they waited, and they waited, and they waited, and they were ready to leave when they saw another couple and said, "Just how outrageous this is. We've been waiting so long, and this person who's there is talking so long, and we've come for such a long way. It's just not fair and not right. Maybe we should go." And they asked, "Well, where did you come from?" Well, they said, "We came from Detroit." The couple said, "Well, we guess that's far." "And where are you from?" the Detroit couple asked the others. "Well, we're from Australia." "Australia? What are you doing here in Brooklyn?" "Oh, we heard about the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and we're here to get a blessing from him. And right after we get the blessing, we're going to turn around and go back to Australia." Oh, they looked normal. They were willing to wait such a long time and go such a long distance. I guess they thought it was worthwhile to stay. So, they entered the office of the Rebbe, and the Rebbe proceeded to tell the young rabbi that before he makes his wife go through many, many tests over and over again, should realize that the tests may hurt physically. And he didn't know. He didn't ask his wife if she would be willing to take the test over again. Because if a test is negative, if there's nothing wrong, then you don't take it a second time. At any rate, the Rebbe said, concerning your problem, "Tell me, young man, did you ever insult a Jewish girl?" "Me? No, God forbid. I would never insult anyone." The Rebbe said, "I'll rephrase that. Did you ever promise a woman you would marry her and you didn't fulfill your promise?" "No, I never asked anybody to marry me except for my wife." "No, that's not what happened." So the Rebbe said, I'll rephrase that. Did you ever give a girl a gift that she thought you were engaged and then broke it up? Oh, yes, he said. Many years before, he had been going out with a girl, and it looked like they were going to be married. And I bought her a gold bracelet. But then I realized that this wasn't going to work out at all. And I explained to her why it wasn't going to work out. The Rebbe said, fine. Did you ask her to forgive you? Forgiveness? The Rebbe said, yes, you must ask for forgiveness. He didn't know that. So he was embarrassed. He said, Rebbe, do I have to ask her for forgiveness myself? So the Rebbe said, no, you can appoint someone, an agent. Who can I appoint? I remember there was a Rabbi Herschel. He lived in Worcester, Massachusetts. Could I ask him to be my agent? He's her brother. The Rebbe said, yes, but I want somebody else there. Ask him to take his wife along. That'll be sufficient. But Rebbe, I don't remember her name. Rebbe says, you'll remember her name when you leave my office. And then he said, but Rebbe, forgiveness has to be with all of one's heart. How do I know she forgives me with all of her heart? She may say yes, but I'll never know if she forgives me. So the Rebbe smiled and said, in that case, you will tell her, you'll have her told in my name, that if she forgives you with all of her heart, then I guarantee her that she will immediately find the one she's been waiting for, and right after that get married. So Rabbi Sam says to the Rebbe, Rebbe, a guarantee, a blessing with a guarantee? I never heard of such a blessing. The Rebbe said, yes, guarantee. I never heard of such a blessing. I've never heard a blessing like that. The Rebbe says, listen, a blessing is like rain, and it only works if the earth is soft to absorb it. But if the earth is hard, the water runs right off. Oh, that meant if he didn't believe in the blessing, it wouldn't work. So Rabbi Sam said, okay, I accept. Well, that Motzei Shabbos, in English, Saturday night, Rabbi Sam called Rabbi Herschel. And he says, hi, Herschel, this is Sam. You may not remember me, but a long time ago I was going out with your sister. And I did not ask her forgiveness. And the Rebbe told me that I must ask her forgiveness. Could you be my agent to ask her for forgiveness? He said, fine. By divine providence, she's here for Shabbos. Rabbi Herschel's town was a very small town. It was unusual, but she was there exactly that Shabbos. And so she was there when Rabbi Sam was asking for forgiveness. So Rabbi Herschel, the Rebbe said, I should ask you to go with your wife and to tell your sister that if she forgives me with all of her heart, then the Rebbe guarantees she will immediately find her Bashert, the one she's destined to marry, and get married right away. So Rabbi Herschel, what will you tell your sister? Well, I'll tell her if she forgives you with all of her heart, the Rebbe will gives her a blessing to get married soon. He says, no. If you're going to be an agent for the Rebbe, you must say exactly like the Rebbe said. The Rebbe said, guarantee, I guarantee, you must say guarantee. He says, okay. You must go with your wife, and I'll wait on the phone. A couple of minutes later, Herschel said, mission accomplished, and Sam hung up the phone. Well, 3 weeks later, in the morning, at 5:45 in the morning, Rabbi Meir's wife, the one who sent him to the Rebbe in the first place, calls up and says to him, Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov. He was like he was in the middle of this 5:45 in the morning on Sunday morning, even though Rabbi Sam would wake up early, but not on Sunday morning. It's like the middle of the night. What's going on? Rebbetzin Meir said she became a bride. Who? What? The girl you asked forgiveness just became a bride. Well, that day, Rabbi Sam and his wife were delighted to find out that they took a test. Rabbi Sam's wife was going to have a baby, their first baby.